And logotherapy, as I mentioned before, and as we read about in Viktor Frankl's book, could be very beneficial to helping someone find meaning in life, purpose in life, and work through some of those issues and concerns. Implications for social work practice at a micro, meso, and macro level. At a macro level, a social worker or a counselor could work individually with a client or in small groups. Someone should be doing very spiritually sensitive practice. One possible way of doing that would be to integrate storytelling therapy. Moving into a meso level, psychoeducation in public and private schools and organizations could be very beneficial. This could be really beneficial to reduce anti-Semitism and help with people learn and be more able to accept diversity. And the final level, at a macro level, community-based advocacy initiatives for Jewish social justice could be very beneficial. There are some current groups now. One example is the Jewish Social Justice Roundtable, and there are a number of organizations involved. They, in fact, spoke with the president at one point, back when Obama was president, to sort of introduce some large initiatives and advocate for social justice for those groups. Some self-reflection for practice and growth. I noticed as I listened to myself and viewed my interview that I would like to learn as a social worker to develop a better descriptive and attentive response to a client's statements, specifically pertaining to spirituality and faith, because a lot of this information was really new to me. When there were pauses and I felt like it was appropriate for me to say something, I felt like I needed a better vocabulary for that, something that showed more understanding and just added value to the conversation. And so that's just something I think I'll learn over time as I speak more with people and become more knowledgeable on subjects. Growth. Doing this interview really brought me out of my comfort zone. As a child and growing up, I was always taught religion and politics are never discussed with anyone outside of your family. So the idea of talking to someone I didn't know very well and asking them what I felt were personal questions about spirituality and religion was difficult for me. I did find it very interesting and enlightening, and in the end, I'm really glad I was able to do it. I would like to continue to gain a better understanding of how and when to incorporate religion and spirituality into therapy. As my client mentioned to me, it's not something he would be comfortable with a therapist saying right out of the blue to him. So just learning how to incorporate that in a sensitive way is something I'd like to grow and develop better. The recognition and belief that people are seeking meaning in life. The book by Viktor Frankl was very enlightening and very eye-opening for me, and just gave a lot of purpose to the meaning in life, and that's something people are seeking. And then also the revelation regarding tension in mental health that Viktor Frankl talked about. He said that mental health is based on a certain amount of tension, and that tension is between what one already has achieved and what one thinks they should be achieving or accomplishing. And that really stuck with me, that as a therapist, in my mind, I'm thinking we're always seeking this sort of equilibrium for clients, this sort of everything is wonderful, but what Viktor Frankl really talks about is there is a certain amount of tension needed in life that challenges people to grow and to learn and to tackle challenges. And so that just was really something new to me, this concept of tension as actually being a positive thing, and it can help with that boredom and that existential vacuum that Viktor Frankl was talking about. Overall, this experience was wonderful, and I really, really enjoyed learning more about Judaism, and I'm looking forward to learning more about other religions and spiritualities. Thank you so much.